You step into an elevator and find yourself standing next to the one person who holds the keys to your future, the investor who can fund your startup, or the producer who can make you a star. You have 90 seconds until the doors open. Most people panic and revert to a default setting. They start fawning, rattling off their MBA credentials, and practically begging for a chance. That is the exact moment you lose. When you approach a titan as an adoring fan, you are announcing that you have nothing of value to offer. You've signaled that you are a consumer, not a creator. Individuals at this level manage their time as their most liquid asset. Every interaction is scanned for a single metric. Is this person a useful tool for my objectives, or are they noise? Neediness carries a distinct scent, and to the elite, it smells like a liability. They don't see a hungry striver. They see a burden they'll eventually have to shake off. 5 centuries ago, Niccolo Machiavelli observed that the world isn't moved by goodness, but by calculated utility. He argued that to gain ground, you must understand what people actually want, not what they say they want. While written for the princes of the Renaissance, these mechanics are the hidden operating system of the modern corporate hierarchy. To enter the inner circle, you have to kill the fan inside you. You must stop seeking a seat at the table and start acting like the person who built the table. This requires a 3-phase master plan to systematically maneuver from a nameless outsider to a partner whose presence is a requirement for their success. Infiltration begins by acknowledging that the throne is always guarded. Machiavelli noted that every ruler is defined by the circle they keep, a group of invisible princes who control the flow of information. Targeting the CEO directly is a frontal assault that usually fails. The tactical move is to win over the PAs, the drivers, and the long-term advisors. Treat them with genuine respect and solve their small problems, and they will hold the side door open for you. Once you have access, initiate reconnaissance. Do not speak. Observe their business pain points and their personal anxieties. You are looking for a hole in their armor that you can fill. Consider a young Andrew Carnegie. Long before he was a steel magnate, he was a clerk who noticed his boss was drowning in a flood of complex, encoded telegraph messages. Carnegie didn't ask for a raise. He spent his nights mastering those codes. When a crisis hit while his boss was away, Carnegie processed the messages himself. He provided a frictionless cure for a major headache. Phase 1 succeeds when you stop being a person with a resume and start being a solution to a specific high-level problem. When you finally enter the room, you must project power. This isn't about arrogance. It's about signaling that you already possess leverage. People treat you at the value you set for yourself. The con artist Victor Lustig took this to an extreme. He understood that pure, unwavering confidence can bypass even the most basic logical scrutiny. By projecting the authority of a high-ranking official, Lustig managed to convince wealthy businessmen to buy the Eiffel Tower for scrap metal, twice. In legitimate circles, this power is sustained through the mirror effect. You tune your frequency to match the target. If they are serious and analytical, adopt their gravity. If they are bold, match their energy. It alleviates the isolation that many powerful people feel. However, you must avoid being a sycophant. This is subtle rebellion. Offer a respectful, logic-based disagreement that saves them from a potential mistake. This establishes you as a psychological equal. By protecting them from their own blind spots, you become a partner in their preservation. Once you are inside, the rules change to preservation. The most dangerous mistake you can make is outshining your superior. Their ego is the most sensitive part of the machinery. When a project succeeds, let them take the credit. In the world of power, an indebted titan is a much more valuable currency than a trophy on your shelf. You must also cultivate mystery. Restrict your availability. Don't reveal every plan or detail of your life. What is rare is perceived as valuable. What is always available is taken for granted. Longevity requires suppressing your own ego to strategically feed the ego of the person who controls the resources. This is the reality of the social hierarchy, a grand market where every handshake is a transaction of time, skill, or influence. You can spend your life resenting the system, or you can master the mechanics of power to navigate it. Attempting to be universally accommodating makes you a tool for others' ambitions. Those who play the game strategically will always displace those who play it nicely. History is written by the victors, and the victors are rarely the ones who waited for permission. The next time you face a Titan, leave the fanboy at the door. Step into the arena as a player.